right, chat. It's time to end stream beautifully. It is time for Scott. Are we all ready? Are we ready for this? This is gonna be great. And every time I think of this thing, I always think of Badger's description is someone basically saw the barrel off of an anti-air rifle and just stuck a pistol grip on it. So I cannot wait to see this. Are you guys ready? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Hang on, let me get my keys.
Yeah.
What the? Hang on a second. Scooter, just wait.
Scooter! He's gonna go through the window, isn't he?
Wait. Will you just hang on a second? Hang on. Just
Oh
wait.
my God, Scott!
Hang on, Scooter. Just one moment, please.
Oh God!
Let me in.
Told ya! Told you go through the window.
All right, I'm ready.
Gabrita, it's an armored
What's up,
vehicle.
everybody? My
It's an
name
armored
is
truck.
Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And today, I have something very special for you.
Here we
The
go.
rare and unique Russian KS-23 4-gauge shotgun. So between 1970
God.
and 1980,
What's the
Russia
signal?
decided that 12-gauge was not big enough for
Hello,
their needs.
Parker.
So they
Welcome.
decided to make the massive KS-23 4-gauge shotgun. This thing was made for Russian police and special forces to handle riots and
They gave these to the Russian police? Oh my fucking God! Can you imagine the Russian police rolling down the street with one of these? Fucking hell! God! This is the definitive fucking street sweeper for Russia.
pretty much everything in between. So Russia had a surplus of rejected aircraft 23mm barrels that were not suitable for high pressures, but made perfect shotgun barrels. So they decided to just turn them into massive 4-gauge shotguns. The KS-23 shotgun was designed to fire all kinds of rounds, everything from less lethal like rubber buckshot, tear gas, flares, all the way to buckshot and slugs. And pretty much everything in between. There's some really crazy rounds that were designed for this gun. The original KS-23 had several different variants. The one we have today is the short version with an optional stock. Now, fun fact about the KS-23 shotguns, there were some imported to the US. The numbers are a little foggy, but estimates are between 20 and 50, but most people think around 30 is all that made it to the United States. But they did not come to the US as KS-23s. They were imported as BFG-1s, and they were basically giant hunting shotguns that were 4-gauge. We have actually already had some fun with a BFG-1 on this channel, but today we're gonna have some fun with this KS-23. This thing,
I mean, if anything is deserving of the title of BFG, it's this motherfucker, okay? Yes, he did give her. He said BFG. It's a classification, but if anything is deserving of it, it's this guy right here.
did indeed start its life as a BFG-1, but it went through a midlife crisis and now it's a KS-23. And real quick, here is a look at the ammo. This is a 12-gauge shell, and this is the brass 4-gauge shotgun shell for the KS-23.
Jesus.
This is around a 1-ounce load, and your slugs are around 1 ounce, while this is about 2.5 ounces of shot and fires a 1,000 grain slug. And now I think that's enough talky. Let's go get set up and see what this thing can do. But before we start blasting stuff, I want to tell you about today's sponsor, Raycon, and their Essential Open Earbuds. If you're looking for a holiday gift, I highly recommend you check them out. They're pretty awesome. I love that I can listen to my music, but still be aware of my surroundings. They're great for the gym or when I'm just out and about. And right now, they're up to 20% off for the holidays, so snatch them up while you can. You know, regular earbuds block out everything. You can't hear someone calling your name, a car honking, or anything. But these Raycon ones sit just outside your ear canal. I get awesome crystal clear sound, but I can still hear what's going on around me. They're really light and the ear hook part rotates so they actually stay in. So when you're at the gym or on walks or just out and about,
they have one word that translates to barricade. And it's a solid steel slug that'll put a bullet through an engine block at 100 meters.
Seamus, that actually sounds familiar. It sounds similar to, like, 10-gauge slugs. Because if I'm remembering my ballistics correctly, I'm pretty sure 10-gauge solid slugs were designed for, like, roadblocks and like, barricade. And for, like, punching through barricades as well.
Fall out. And these bad boys have multi-point connection. They can connect to multiple devices and switch seamlessly with no hassle. You also get 8 hours of playtime and 36 hours of battery life with the charging case. Raycon isn't playing around, and their sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands, but at half the price. The Essential Open Earbuds are here for the holiday season, and they're selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off for the holiday season. Just click the link in the description down below or swing over to buyraycon.com/KBXXopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December 15th to guarantee delivery by Christmas because great gifts don't show.
I mean, Rudy, depending on the circumstances, you know, are we talking about just like the slug in the shell, or does it have to be fired first? Because I mean, if we're talking about pre-firing, could be fun.
Up late. Again, a big thank you to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. Okay, first things first, we're just going to take a few shots with the KS-23, see if it functions, and see how hard it kicks. I have 3 rounds for us to start out with. It's 2.5 ounces in each.
That, like, look at that. That looks like a giant roll of quarters. Actually, but, like, looks like somewhere in between, like, 3 giant rolls of quarters and, like, 3 giant rolls of, like, $50. Fucking hell, those boys is thick.
Shell. One is number 8, number 5, and number 2 shot. I'm not really sure if this thing holds 3 shells or 2. Let's find out. There's 1. There's 2. Let's see if it holds 3. Oh, it holds 3. All right, I'm pretty excited. Now let's see if it'll even load a shell. Let's see if we have a malfunction.
Oh, it's in there.
Oh, man. I am excited. All right. Here we go. First shot.
Me? I will move. I don't know if he'll be hanging out here the whole time, but I'll stay here for now.
See if she ejects. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say that was surprisingly less recoil than I expected. Legitimately, I was expecting more actually expecting more recoil. Like, look at the shot. Look at the shot.
I'm excited. All right, here we go. First shot.
That, granted, Scott is very strong. I'm absolutely taking account that Scott is very strong. But that was, like, surprisingly less, that was less recoil than I was actually expecting.
See if she ejects. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Did some good. Hang on. I will try and move out of the way here. You're getting some good ripple on the arm. You are getting some good rippling on the arm, but not bad recoil at all. Yeah, a lot of force, but like it's as far as like the recoil.
Man, the KS-23 is nothing to shake a stick at. So one of the main reasons for the KS-23 being invented was for riots and things like.
You know what, Silver? I don't know, but it would be fun to try. I think, and like, I have no idea if I could handle its recoil, but I do think it would be a lot of fun to take a shot with it and just see what kind of recoil it's dumping.
Like that. So up next, I have some 4-gauge less lethal rounds. I have a double rubber ball round, and I have
This should be fun.
nylon buckshot. Okay, the double rubber ball is up first. Here we go.
And where did it strike?
Didn't do a whole lot to him, which I guess that's the point, right? Now, for the nylon buckshot. Here we go.
Surprising
So
lightweight
the
hits.
rubber balls and the nylon buckshot hit the dummy, but
Surprisingly
did not damage
lightweight
him
hits.
too badly. We don't have any cracks or marks or anything like that. So I would say they're pretty effective. And now I'm going to go call Houston Jones. Oh, I just winged him. Oh,
stuck it.
almost. Okay, well now let's see what this thing can really do. Our first target is going to be 3 gallons of whole milk, aka absolute poison. I'm allergic. So I'm going to try out this stock and see what it's all about. And I'm loaded up with 3 rounds.
Tommy.
First is going to be the nylon buckshot. Second is going to be number 5 shot. And then third, a 1,000 grain slug.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go. The nylon buckshot. Did nothing.
Did
I don't
nothing.
think we had very much compression on that.
Hang on. I'll shift a little bit, but it didn't do fuck all. It did nothing.
Compression on that.
It did nothing.
Let's try out the number 5 shot. Here we go, right in the middle. Oh!
There you go. There you go.
Much better. Now, the slow. There we go.
There it goes.
1,000 grain slug. Woo!
Nice. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold the phone for a second. Okay, there's the slug. Wow, the slug turned sideways. Look at that. It actually deviated. Look, you can see the slug here. It's on course. Yeah, and then it keyholed before even hitting, and it actually struck sideways. Interesting. No, the target hit. The slug hit. It keyholed. It keyholed about like right about here. Right about here, you can see a keyhold right before it struck. Blasted out the ass of the table. It
Number
completely
5
blew
shot
its ass
did a
out.
good job. I think I just nicked it with the slug. These sights may be a little off. And I've still got 1 gallon of milk left, but I'm all out of ammo. So another specialty of the KS-23, from what I've read, I'm just kidding, I can't read, from what I've heard, is that it's good at breaching doors. So we have a door here with several different handles, and we're gonna see if we can get through it.
Hey!
So first, I'm loaded up with a wax slug, and I guess I'm just gonna take a shot at this one right here. Okay. Here we
We haven't had one of these in a while. We haven't had watermelon time in a while. Oh, the clang. Oh, I love it. We nicked that one. Oh, we only nicked that one.
Sorry about that. Anyways, let's see if we can breach this door. I am loaded up first with a wax slug. Oh, I think that shell is a little too long. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Oh! Oh! Not bad. I'll tell you what, now I have a 1,000 grain lead slug. This thing's pretty much already breached.
Boy.
I say we shoot it anyways. Here we go. Let's check it out. So the wax slug did a great job. You can see here, we pretty much blew all that out of the way. So we would have effectively breached that door.
Nice.
And then with the 1,000 grain lead slug, I just went ahead and shot right into the handle and did a pretty good job at busting through that.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, my locking mechanism is still there, but I'm pretty confident that if I would have stuck it right there, we would have blown through it.
God, yes.
Or you can always use the old size 15 key. So up next, I have another dairy-based target. I have 9 pounds of sour cream. We are gonna hit this 9 pounds of sour cream with a 4-gauge wax slug. I was pretty impressed with what it did to that door. So now let's see what it does to this sour cream. Okay. Here we go. Oh, wow. Wow.
It was very effective. Holy shit. Blew right through all of them.
Wax slug. She be kicking. Guess what? Up next, we have another dairy-based target. The sour cream was actually pretty cool. Now we're going to try out.
Yes, it was Jameson. Jealous. All right, chat, are you jealous about all of that thick, ropey white stuff just getting blasted everywhere?
9 pounds of cottage cheese. Even if I could eat this, I would not. If you eat cottage cheese, you're just another kind of gross. It's the texture. So for this cottage cheese, I have something real special. A 12-gauge shotgun shoots 9 pellets of double-aught buck, and each one of those pellets is 0.33 inches. We have 8 pellets of 45 caliber buck for the KS-23.
Oh my god. He's basically shooting 8 45s at this thing simultaneously. This is basically if you took 8 45 1911s and crammed them all into this single shell and said, World Star.
Let's do this. Here we go. Gonna hang on to it tight.
It was a little high. It's a little high with that.
I'll tell you what. I think the wax slug did a better job. Up next, we have something that is not dairy and something that I actually enjoy. Dill pickles. We have 2 giant jars of dill pickles. We're gonna hit one with swan shot, which is basically big flakes of lead. And then we're gonna hit the other one with a 1,000 grain lead slug. And you may notice I have on gloves now, and it's because it's getting cold. It's not because my hands are hurting or anything like that. Swan shot is up first. Here we go. Holy cow! Wow.
God! Hey, hang on. Above. Holy crap!
Holy cow! Wow!
God Damn, that just tore through it.
Man, I'm glad I was wearing these gloves, you know, because my fingers are cold and all. Now for the 1,000 grain slug.
Well, here we go.
Here we go. Oh! Oh!
Oh! God! Bottle is no more.
I
Holy crap.
really like this shotgun. Overall, I have been pretty impressed with
Zombie
the
bus
KS-23
time.
4-gauge shotgun, and I think I may have fallen in love. But we have one last test. My biggest concern, as many of you know, is zombies. So up next, we have a Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie bust, and we're gonna see what happens when we hit it with a 1,000 grain 4-gauge slug. I say we give him a pickle. I tell you what, we could put it on his nose and he'd look like Squidward. And this last shot is brought to you by STI. And if you want to get your start in firearms technology, be sure and check them out. There's a link in the description down below. It's about to get messy.
Good.
Here we go. Oh!
God. Holy shit, hold up.
Oh!
What? God damn. It like scalped the fuck out of him and then blasted out the back of the skull. Holy shit. My God, that is insane.
Wow!
Fuck.
Holy cow. You know what? I kind of want to hit him again.
Hey, what the hell just... Was that the brain? Did the brain just get ejected? Is that what I just saw? It literally ejected the brain. Right there. That's the brain getting ejected out of the skull. The brainus vetus deletus. Oh my God.
All right. I think that'll do it. Oh, almost forgot. I wrote a book. Boom Pow, I'm Braver Now. And if you pick one up before the 10th, you can get your name or someone else's name printed in the book. And the best part is you're helping out an awesome cause. A portion of each purchase goes to the Parker Project to help families whose children are battling cancer. Want to pick one up? There's a link in the description down below. I am pretty impressed with the KS-23 shotgun, and I think it's my new fave. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, be sure and give today's video a like, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button.
Yes, Mr. Joel, a book by Scott. Yes, indeed.
Also, be sure and check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up an awesome sweatshirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. See you next time.
Bye-bye, mannequin. Damn it, Scott. Give her. Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh, that was absolutely amazing.